Yo, it's here for and that's it, and then so mo radio, and I say mode mo fidie ato hanom or Santa Radio. And then Yame Adam, your usual Mondays programs na no from 9 to 10 no. A drew honomo na as usual me kase your friend lawyer Francis and me kasa was Santa Radio eso. And could not so share chat watching chim afidie no. Nti Alisa na ehwema ɔse menkwa na mɛyɛ talking ne nyinaa but ɛnyɛ nyame den mɛyɛ deɛ sɛ meyɛ na ama yɛtiefoɔ ahwɛfoɔ ne obiara a ɔde ato Sata Radio no ɔno nso ɛbɛtumi ajoin yɛn na ebiom nso no yɛma mo ɛyɛ aware sɛ Alexa wobɛtumi akɔ so na waka Sata Radio ebeyi ama wo kama na hɔ nso no watumi ajoin yɛn yo ɛnɛ yɛnsɛ brɛ nti deɛ ɛsɛ yɛde to akwan mu no yɛde ɛbɛto hɔ nom deɛ di kan mede nkyia kɛseɛ ɛfiri FB solicitors ɛbrɛ mu baabi a obiara wɔ a wɔrehwɛ yɛn ɛwɔ Sata Radio so being Facebook, YouTube, any of the platform biano, me say ye wo ho no mo. Inti ena de me de ba ne mo hwam kakra because ye share updates na ba bebre kwa na de betumi a ye be go through e be boa ye etie for no at least eno na tembia ye de ba because ye run a law firm with the interest of the community no which is Ghanaian community and African community at large. Inti you feel say mostly immigration here, some areas say yeah, a man for a panic kakra. And now say what the tikrum hanum na onyoma enkoya, a ya na dem pa. And no intina ye bomb day say at least tembiano, ye bema a tier for a chef for any at least you near be crowned anymore. Ubetumi abone koko say at least until ento hanomo Sata Radio and I say okoye Facebook ma obenya and I say onko no onko cheke Alexa and no also no honom no ubenya yen every honom yes say a bre inti the was here this starting no yeah the best start and yeah arrange for a topic at least we feel say ebeboa ye community no nti drew ho no ma hopefully me de embema etie for ahwefo obia aye aware about the topic I be discuss now as time goes on no obetumi a type or questions bia na lawyer me so me wa hanomo metumi ayi wano because and then no men kwa na me run show no Uncle Nat ewo echira wochinchim fidie no ye experiment kakra nti ye hwe se lawyer nkwa ya say ne besi akọ and I say here say e was say Uncle Nat ebeso ne mu so a na waba beso ne mu nti se o pese o de questions bi ni ade a o type a mehunu wo hanomo mehunu wo ye studio hanomo na e was say me yi wano a me yi awano yo the di kan me de updates ba be share asie na update ben sa ene wo ho and chai that was last week and home office a release your friend be statement of changes because immigration here at the area portibia day in day out is akraye every honoma eba inti se ne home secretary timi koda no feel say e was me ye changes bia entempa no decide changes no aba inti eno na me pese ye hwe me a me si akonya mu ye friend me lawyer Francis me ye bibia me de pese me de nyoma etudwa amobia ato etie bi no Lawyer Francis Efri, FB Solicitors. FB Solicitors. Yasua Ewo Suite 8, third floor. Sorry, Suite E. Suite E, third floor. The Clock House, Barking. And I postcode here I for India, J for Golf, 11 8 E for Echo, and a Q for Quebec. Message postcode Nisubium. I for India, J for Golf, 11 8 E for Echo, and a Q for Quebec. Sir, upesa uniminya nkitaho na ubuki ebehumia. My mobile number is 0794 677 2439. Me SSisu ebio 0794 677 2439. Yo, Yembra update here. Me come wasema we betray more no. And Chebia, which was last week on the 12th of March, and our Home Office a release or statement of change a friend of HC 733. Statement of changes HC 733. Yo, yenshe adepotia Home Office epese yehun anesenenso. Your statement of changes no eno asie chere Imra aya pese omode eba in terms of immigration no and aya omode kofa bibi a friend statement of changes. It was said the latest statement of changes to the immigration rules and no more publish MI no me see HC 733 no almost say a visa regime has been imposed on Trinidad and Tobago with immediate effect. Normally, na omoma time say be go through changes, but share Trinidad and Tobago, almost statement of change no omo de buy no, omo de visa ato omuti so. First na nkomo ye visa free omo de eba UK hanomo. But omo say with immediate effect no, obia opese oba o free Trinidad and Tobago epese eba UK no, e was say oje a visa, which is when the statement of changes no eba ebeto eja, which is on the 12th of March 2025. And it is saying, or say, nationals of Trinidad and Tobago can no longer apply for an electronic travel authorization to travel to the UK and will instead have to apply in advance for a visitor visa, as the country is added to Appendix Visa National, effective almost immediately. A transitional period is in place for 6 weeks, where those who already hold an electronic travel authorization and a confirmed booking to the UK made before 3 p.m. on the 12th of March 2025 to arrive in the UK no later than 3 p.m. on 23rd of April 2025. Yo, the American ni say Trinidad and Tobago no, omo statement of changes nearby no. Aye and share say with immediate effect from 3 p.m. as of 12th of March 2025 no. Say obia ofri Trinidad and Tobago person oba UK hanom no. It was or applied through visitors visa application no. Now before say imra we beba no, say what the kind or ye Trinidad and Tobago na what the kind ye application be your friend of electronic travel authorization na. And no so no say not later than 3 p.m. on 23rd of April 2025. Now was say make your way. Otherwise, a free okono was say wosisa na ubeye sa visitors visa application nibi. Yo, also say at least home office in Sakraya omoye no changes no kwa na eko na uhwe mu nso a another changes are omode eba under the statement of change statement of changes no protection for care workers, and also but me per se ye share home office or also statement be a make here no as of the same 12th of March and no omudi ebe tuja almost say new rules to prioritize recruiting care workers in England. As you're saying, omudi mrafufro bi eba sir oye recruiter and now sir oye employer now person who employ care workers and she say omudi ebeni almost say employers will be required to prioritize recruiting international care workers already in England before recruiting from overseas. Mr. Mohono Yensen in Supa Labour government by no wababe changes be kwa. All because feel say employers are abusing the system. Inti statement making no na me de tuja amaye nyina yashene so. Almost say employers will be required to prioritize recruiting international care workers already in England before recruiting from overseas. Yo, skilled worker ne buy, and my acquaintance say we employer and also a recruiter ube to me ako recruitee every amanone, which is international. Ansa amomaba aba UK aba ye juma. But Labour government nhwehwemu a muhu say anye bia no international recruitment na doso dodo. Inti on that note no omonso changes a omode eba ne say we employer, we a recruiter na a free and neko 12th of March 2025 ne kwa se upese uko recruit free amanonia womo say the kind recruit international care workers a omo krom ha no dada ansa na wako amanone se wenye bi ewa ha ansa na wako Mr. Mo employers no ewa se omo edi emra so no mo hwe saadie we because adia Labour government ba insise odi aba no we ye ne butaya a opese wo achieve se na be ya obekati immigration no tie statement o de go down parliament we say from 9th of April care providers who want to recruit a new worker from overseas will have to first prove that they have attempted to recruit a worker from within England who needs new sponsorship. This ensures that those who came to the UK to pursue a career in adult social care can do so and will help end the reliance on overseas recruitment as we restore order to our immigration system through our plan for change. Yo, Home Office plan for change, HSA, we are employer now upeso recruiting from Amanone, ever new care workers are almost from 9th of April 2025 echo making sure say why ye attempt sir wa sha wenya obia ewo UK ha ansana oko Amanone akwa recruiting aba and no it was say making sure say evidence to support your allegation. Into one prove that thing now, Home Office empne Emma unko recruiti free amanone. Because at the end of the day, ube generate be a friend of COS, which is Certificate of Sponsorship. Now, who ya a one in since I saw ye bebusa say DNT na all recruiting. And I said DNT and fan all recruiting from. Who workers are manonia and ye be an ometi me a query webusa say amanone na ko recruiting free honor. And ye be a wabomodia nya say what try UK Hanmo England Hanma when ye be na by issuing you your new sponsorship. It is okay said my ya menye be almost for evidence bra. And sana ya ma wa kwan just say ube recruiti ewo amanone. Inti employers no misremo mon shene so ewo sa new changes here ebe. And the biom so say significant work has been ongoing across government in collaboration with the care sector to ensure high standard across the immigration system and to support care workers into alternative jobs when their sponsor has had their license revoked. Yo, hono hupa. Further, say, under our plan for change, we will set out a comprehensive plan to restore order to our broken immigration system, linking immigration, skills, and visa system to grow our domestic skills and reliance on overseas labor and boost economic growth. Home Secretary in the statement I will make, almost say employers are abusing the system. And a biomuso no muso a feasibility studies, The omu ababe hunu no more car archery ebini saying, Oma who say employers, tembia omu di omanishwe amanone. And Oma who say a biomuso no more yako form free amanone abano. Ebi oha omo employer no. Yaji omo license e free omo nsem. Home office omo de nhihye bi ba beto say yaji omo license e free omo nsem a omo be try say omo be link omo to other alternative. Omo njai omo sa akwa because omo nyaba. Inti sa omo plan for change, I was say to your bunia share what entails in their plan for change. Because I say, significant work has been ongoing across government. Inti abino ahusa nyoma we nyina na wo try so be put two measures in place. Sir, in collaboration with the care sector, because one among the problem they were care sector, to ensure high standards across the immigration system and to support care workers into alternative jobs when their sponsor has had their licenses removed. Because they revoke care worker employer no the license aya na edin pa home office who says I didn't ban more. Inti omo so fa ho adwen se ombeboa sankofo na omo aba beto omo ho ati edwa no. Inti under our plan for change, we will set out a comprehensive plan to restore order to our broken immigration system, linking immigration skills and visa system to grow our domestic skills and reliance on overseas labor and boost economic growth. Because now you feel says I didn't ever be no omo emfa ho but oma ma yenya intiasie say omo so ye hu bibi. As well as continuing to tackle exploitation, the government is also continuing its clampdown on abuse in the immigration system with changes to the short-term student route. Any care work, any care sector, ne pe. Omo who say amanfo nso abuse the student route, Hono so no, omo fa ho adwen as to how omo be solve that issue. Yo, almost say the visa is designed for those studying an English language course in the UK for between 6 and 11 months, which is the short-term student route, you know. However, there are rising concerns that the route is being abused by those without a genuine intention to study or to leave the UK at the end of their course. Into almost hwehwɛ mu a wɔde ahu ne sɛ nanka yɛma short-term student route na wode ba bɛyɛ course within 6 and 11 months. But ɔmahu sɛ ɔmo ba course no ɔmo nyɛ. And ɔmo ba nso na ɔmo student visa na ewu a ɔmo nkɔ back to baby ɔmo free ba. Nti ama ɔmahu sɛ nyɛ nipa ne nyinaa na ɔmo ba ne nyinaa no ɔmo kuta genuine intention to study. Because someone say omo abuse system no. In the omo kano. In light of this troubling trend, tough new rules will give expanded powers for case workers to refuse visa applications which are suspected of being non-genuine. Ama Home Office say omo nso ede aba beto ho say at least omo hwehwɛ mu ne omo statistics a omo gather regarding the short-term student route ni say amanfo ba omo abuse system no in such a way say school na omo nkɔ omo visa ne nso wu a omo nkɔ back. Inti Home Office adwene ni say omo eba be momo akwanja in terms of the case worker ni say so obi di sa case ni beto omo anim na ope visa ba omo nya hwehwɛ mu yie no omo come out with their judgment say adie nipa yi either okuta genuine intention to come and study or not. Se bibi sa o ha omo ma case workers ni to me say omo refuse visa no. So that tells you, say, Home Office, or mashe baby, or mashe the kind of routes are among for the by UK or more abuse system, no. Care sectors near one. Short-term student route, you know. And also about another one. Into I was say quickly, or more find a solution towards that. Yo, and here for yes, I'm kind of me America say your friend me lawyer Francis, me free FB solicitors. Mamembo ye hu de ro kakra. FB solicitors ubenya yen ewo suite E, third floor, the clock house, Barking. Your postcode near I for India, J for golf, 11, 8, E for echo, Q for Quebec. Mami see postcode nisubio. I for India, J for golf, 11, 8, E for echo, and a Q for Quebec. Suite E, third floor, the clock house, Barking. Yo, lawyer Francis number here, 0794 677 2439. Numbers nibium 0794 677 2439. Yo, yen twaso into your share statement and I say your share in summer Home Office air car. What you say omo ba be ma visa no emu ayedin pa all because omo say loopholes be a man for employers near a man for omo pe visa used to know especially care sector no and a biomo so no especially short-term student visa no and also no omo in the end share the statement Minister for Migration and Citizenship Ekan or see those who have come to the UK to support our adult care sector should have the opportunity to do so free from abuse and exploitation. Yo, and also no the one who say employers now my employ care workers now bano Omo who say employers ni exploit omo abuse omo, and a whole lot of omo bo employers ni koko say omo nye very careful. Yo, the statement Bioma Osa making and say we have already taken action to ensure employers are not able to flout the rules with little consequences or exploit international workers for costs they were always supposed to pay. Yo, a biomusu no say who say employers, sika was mutuama overseas workers, care workers, say sika no, woman tuama, woman no more they charge woman. And also no, about better minister nanim, warrior who bibi. Into war employers no koko. And a biomusuno say we are now going further, requiring employers in England to prioritize recruiting international care workers who are already here and seeking new sponsorship before recruiting from overseas. Yo, when you come here, Nyanuma, Omo Hadada, Omo the care workers, and Ibaya, Omo employers, here revoking Omo licenses, no. And I say, Omo nye Jumanye. I better from the minister, no say, Omo who says, I dear ne koso. Into Omo so ye who bibi in such a way, say, oh, wow, Mubekano, I was say, or Mubwao, and yes, I was say, Uko efie. Inti say, yeah, we employer, na bibi saba, na other employers will not be to me. A quite jaw say, no other employer, no be making sure say, obey recruitment, no, within UK and sana, opesa we overseas, what to me are overseas. Because overseas, almost person much say, and yet 50% ukoye adeno overseas. You have to start from within UK here. Yo, into the new requirements continue government action announced in November 2024 to crack down on employers who abuse the visa system, barring those who repeatedly break immigration or employment laws from hiring overseas workers, and will help support those workers into new jobs. Abaina no any abre was adie no ho pa. Inti ama say o recruit overseas enye easy. Enye easy kra. Oma who say e was say oye making sure say the kind pe nkrofo no wo UK hansa England and sana say wo pese wo ko amanoni a wako, but before say wo be ko amanoni ako recruit aba no I was saying making sure say why when ya obi wo England ha and sana wo ko amanoni inti ni nyina ni tia wa ni say start the recruitment within England. And if you don't have anyone to recruit, you have the right to go outside, overseas. But on conditions, sir, ube show evidence to support your allegation. Otherwise, Home Office and Mouse COS now, I was say wunya, would be call overseas, I call recruiting. To your employer, you're very, very careful about Home Office policies or media about nonsense. Obviously, the change announced last year also banned companies from charging workers for the cost of their sponsorship, which has never been intended and led to exploitation, unfair treatment of staffs, and unsustainable level of debt in the care sector. Yo, the Oma who no more kick on. Oma realizes that employers, passing on more cost was so more bad to have the license, to the care workers or more recruiting. Into Home Office and who say the omo ye unfair treatment. Into omo share na mrani chi omo be facing the consequences. Yensha statistics are omo diaba. Almost between July 2022 and December 2024, the government has revoked more than 470 sponsor licenses in the care sector to clamp down on abuse and exploitation. Omo task force echo care workers, employers no, who say employers ebi mu nya omo adwuma yie. Inti on that note mistakes omo hu no, ama omo withdraw bebre licenses now almost statistics from July 2022 to December 2024 no. Almost say 470 sponsor licenses and omo free care sector for no ensem. Almost more than 39,000 workers have been associated with these sponsors since October 2020. But Oma fishing out those who don't do the right thing, those who are not following or abiding the care worker as a recruiter policies. No. Nina just first na ba na nyoma kono ye feel say omo nya ho hwe ama ye hu say home office sabe omo ye omo adwuma yie omo check make sure say system no be ye clean. Yo, yen koswa yen share back to the statement of changes no. Oma saka say omo statement of changes no mo de ba no. Omo protection for the care workers. Because omo who say people are abusing the system. They are using it to exploit a lot to the care workers. One, inti ama care workers no omo ni a ba home office any air baho senebeya both employer employee no omunya the full system and also obia enjoy what is good on it. Your questions be about, but we will deal with it later. Mame enko so ani new start statement of changes because no way no ehun hia pa and na ebe boa enso yo almost say from April, which is 9th of April, no, protection for care workers are modeba enunie. A new requirement has been added that must be met before a sponsor in England can sponsor a new recruit from other immigration routes or from overseas. Under the category 6135 care workers and home carers, or 6136 senior care workers. Omo the new paragraph about beka immigration rules no. Eben is saying the sponsor must have tried to recruit for the job the applicant is being sponsored for from the pool of skilled workers who are in the UK. Mr. Emo, yes, or see who are in the UK were last sponsored in an occupation code in SW 6.1b and are in need of new sponsorship because their sponsor has lost its license or has not provided sufficient work or have been identified by the relevant regional or sub-regional partnership. Inti, when you know, no ni tiawa ne se woyɛ employer na anya bia wo pese wo employer home office said the kind try UK have first answer and a UK hana wo try to make sure say at least o employ obi kra na sabi on the care worker ni be na buy but the sponsor no on no employer na are lost in the licenses are ubetimi go ahead aye no within UK ha and yes I was say call amanone and that's the protection of omudia ba ama say I think say care workers no omo adwendwe a no mo dwendwe say ye employer bi ye gene license ade no be ye no eso etwa being its home office are finding solution towards that. Yo, yes, and so changes on Modeba. Another changes on Modeba, a skilled worker salary changes, which is taking effect on the 9th of April 2025, which is a financial year. Or see the minimum salary for skilled worker is being increased from 23,200 per annum or £11.50 per hour to 25,000 per year or £12.82 per hour. Into Ushema with effect from 9th of April, who skilled workers ni biswa. Anka Nanka yetuamo 23,200 per year, which is per hourly £11.90. Ebeko through 25,000 per year. And answer hourly rate should have been £12.82 per hour. Taking effect on the 9th of April 2025. Inti any employer bia or be employer from 9th of April now otua less than 25,000 wato emra ube to me lawyer ama yede akọ employment tribunal because we underpay. Timishamo care workers ni nasifo no mo nhyɛ so under the skilled worker system no. Because no, these changes no ebeboa because they say nyoma ayedin in terms of abrabo ye womu ene se na nyoma esi eko nti omo the way nyina aba because omo share the economy how our economy nisi kona they look at it and come out with all this rate timisemo se wunua bi ewo saa tibia no mu a anyibia no se na una wo hwa ubetumi abọ ne kokọ se lawyer say changes be ba at least there was employers no omo etoto care workers payment omo salary anase omo sika was omunya emu inti nso ewo sa side no because the far bebre yebeka employers ne CC employees no under the care worker scheme no inti is best at least yema moye anase mumma mani and ho regarding all these things because Kroma no emra ena yedi eye ejuma ewo kroma inti se bibisa ba we try as much as possible yebebo hu dewro se na be ya yenuanu a omo so ehye saase no ebi enka omo yo yes and share another changes our home office ede eba regarding changes to the EU settlement scheme. Changes to the EU settlement scheme. And there are things that update no beji your time nina and here. Yo, changes to the EU settlement scheme effect from 9th of April 2025. Also, changes are being made to allow non-EEA national to use a UK biometric resident card or permit which has expired by up to 18 months as proof of their identity and nationality when applying to the EU settlement scheme. Where this is done, the applicant will not be required to provide their biometrics again. Yo, when you know, the mechanic no ase saying anka de ye nyina ye nim ni se yete se after 31st December 2024 no Home Office a kache se yentumi enyusu biometric card ni biom mo a mukutakuta ene we EU ni asin family member ene nasifo a you can use the biometric card with effect from 31st of which is effect from 1st of January 2025. And then you nkwa and more family route in private life no. As long as I am a biometric card no, almost say untimi enyusu ebiom. But almost the sa in share way aba my who say it seems anka ye nyina enim say a free 1st of January 2025 no card na any hobium. But omama ye nyantiasie say card no yenkoswa enyusi. Although I expire 31st of December 2024 no yenkoswa enyusi. Or say in this case you can continue to use your card until 31st of December 2025. But ushema omukoswa the changes in eba. As far as the last time I near nimno saying ka 31st of March. But no, oma side the insisaye asaba. Is there crowd there was it 18 months. Inti as to say until so muka say yenjai card ni use no. And no de yen to me enye ho hwe. And one say ye bekoswa ahwe the Home Office ebeka ache. Into Ushema changes to EU settlement scheme now. It taking effect of 9th of April 2025 no. I say sir ukuta o biometric resident card and answer permit which has expired by up to 18 months as proof of the identity and nationality when applied to the EU settlement scheme. Where this is done, the applicant will not be required to provide their biometric again. First na ukoya yesekone kobo wonsano. Osuda sukuta card ni bia emu nya se ubeko akobo wonsano with effect from 9th of April 2025. Inti EU for ne nasi omai yi for ni nyina no mon nso ewo hanomo. Yo, I think the update now bano a few bits me feel say beboa yenua no more administrative review there wo short term student route no and also ewo ho no more. Inte so far that's the update aba. Now anya bia questions bia ba yen share how best we can solve it. Yo, before then, no me fa me baby me wo ene me fam wo ento eja. Yo, me a me ka say your friend me lawyer Francis from FB Solicitors. Your address in here Suite E, 3rd floor, the Clock House, our barking. And your postcode near I for India, G for Golf 11, 8, E for Echo and a Q for Quebec. Yo, my mobile number is 0794 677 2439. Ebiom 0794 677 2439. Yo, share questions, Abba. Ebini say, if you are consulting an immigration lawyer about care workers, here are some key questions to ask. Key questions to ask, Ampa. And sponsorship and employment. Do employers need to be registered as sponsor licenses? Yo, Or say, do employers need to be registered as licensed sponsors? Employers need to be registered before say omubetimi a recruiting. Because I say home office and the aba say omumbre no mu. I was say okuta licenses and sana when generating be a friend certificate of sponsorship. And Obiomu, so I say, what are the legal obligations of an employer sponsoring a care worker? Yo, na uye employer na who sponsor employee no as a care worker no. Akwan jawo honma e was say follow home office in mrade so. Make us here kika time enim. The only question by it's a time bema on who lawyer na yenko much details. And can care workers switch employers if they are unhappy with their current job? Yo, care workers can switch. And no, if you know you are not happy about baby or na, ubetimi switch. But bear in mind, you need to get a sponsor license, which is a certificate of sponsorship, COS, in order for you to switch. Inti se wanya COS na ne switch no ebeye den kakra. Yo, another question is I say what visa options are available for care workers to work legally? Yo, care workers, bear in mind say boy buy na also be care worker no. O employer AJ MRCOS. Say fa beye adwuma wo care worker sector no. Into who pese options there are so many options provided you qualify under the various options. Met me a catch your family route war, another worker route war no more. Into the best thing is uba behu lawyer near the watnasi near sister near mouth the various options. Options in this the bebre war no more. Ebi mu timi switch ko partner route. Ebi mu timi switch echo parent route. Into these are the options, but we have further options provided you meet the requirement. The next question on their following is what are the eligibility requirements for a care worker? Eligibility requirement, care worker application, and one in your ma bebre kwa. Ni nyina page na how the sponsor now or the license no. Say me here say. Inti ono na wo forward adwuma no obema wo ahu o requirement a obehia afri ho. And every employer bia ne requirement is different. Although we have a general one, but employer bia no bia na job needs you to say was all kono. On the eligibility bema ama wa follow. Another question is can care workers bring their family members under their visa? Yo, yes, but we a care worker now we had that before 11th of April last year, which is 2024 now. Obet me they would dependent partner and your dependent child. But so when you will care worker, skilled worker visa no after 11th of April 2024 now. No, I'm afraid sir or my cutting more off. So I want to me for dependent ember and it would dependent, being dependent child or dependent partner. Into Mr. Moodin na time I wunya visa no or skilled worker visa would be rare, no. That would determine say wait me the or family member beba and I say won't me emfa emma. Yo, share another question regarding permanent residency and citizenship. Does working as a care worker count towards permanent residency? Yo, share your immigration rules now. I see, sir. Ode, and answer your mouth skilled worker visa now. After 5 years, no, you can apply for settlement. It is a care worker. Now why juma your mouth skilled worker visa no. No abe juma 5 years ewo UK ha. After 5 years, no, ube to me apply for a settlement. And I say, be a friend of indefinite leave to remain. This follows the next question. How long does it take to qualify for permanent residency or citizenship? Mr. Emo, you're very, very careful. Permanent residency, and answer settlement, and answer indefinite leave is totally different from citizenship. Mami Sisubium, permanent residency or indefinite leave to remain or settlement, terms in Emma qualify as permanent residence. But citizenship, different from permanent residency. Mami Chirem, permanent residency, Mr. Home Office say we are another skilled worker, ultra 5 years, they apply for permanent residency or settlement. Out of the settlement, when I will decide to say me person me British name, which is the citizenship. In the citizenship, and yet the same as the permanent residency. When you permanent residency now, almost say, Home Office say, so person we are British in here. Now we are less than 65, and we are less than, and I said we are in between 18 years and 65. I was saying we are English language and life in UK. And Sana went to me a British citizenship application. Hono, I say, Una was settled with Chroma now when you're indefinite permanent residency, no. Say, Anebia, we are Ghana near. Oda Sukuta, Ghana citizenship. But who permanent residency with UK, but who per se, who citizenship. Every Ghana, every UK, every British in here. It's the same I was say would D H. And then they say, so we are less than 55. We are 18 years aircraft. You see, life in UK, not yet English language, unless you are exempt from these ones. Exemption is saying, mental disability. Exemption is saying, we are less than 18. Exemption is saying, we are above 65. Indeed, that tells you, say, who shifted from settlement to citizenship, and was say we are sad, unless we are exempt from that. The next question is, what right do care workers have in terms of wages, working hours, and contracts? Yes, they have so many rights under their, in terms of the wages, working hours, and contracts. Share care workers now, normally, I don't know, say they look at it. Any employer be a Uber employ Obino, be it under the care industry or any areas of the employment sector. No? Employment law, they say, money contract, money creating contract, they state with terms and conditions in the written contract, including the wages, the working hours, and all other things and holidays. And then my platform, so Miss Henny's circulation regarding employment holidays are take effect. I don't know, sir, people have seen it. Uko Facebook now follow me a ubehu. Inti ni nyina ye wo no as a care worker no, as long as ya employer wo no, e was say a more contract of employment ni state we nyina wom. Awese wose wo ye wages wakatua say ne e say de ma wo ba bia wo say wo kokoye adwuma ni nyina no e wo contract of employment ni mu se misra onkan ya ko hu lawyer no onkan no interpreting ma because asemba e court e co employment tribunal and no e na judge ni behwe so no be interpreti ache employer ne say wabusu ana say wombusu inti misramo obie ni ho obeka say yafa na djuma ayema no contract of employment say bia dia ayemfa ma wa go back to your employer no beka say lawyer Francis say woman medjuma we say menya contract of employment and no the church me nyoma we say me ye na die ni kwa say me ye na me sika wo de be ma me and me holidays a meko timisramu ni nyina ye bibia e wo say ye hwe na ye make sure say ye ni be ko saade ne ho because global na ye tin UK ha ye tin no ye de mra na ye adwuma nti say wo anase bibisa aba na wo de wo bu ani aguso a misro konesa akotwe na hwehwe ni nyina saa na employer ni sisi wa watimi aba be hu lawyer ne ne employer na atwe ho mazum yo me feel say me time na so na ankanat busa me say na ebetimi ato aso ana ye be he ankanat memo ya why yo FB solicitors dear onyankopon ede ya ba bedru nie na minsansi ye address ni subio FB solicitors me a me di dwumadie ho chia me a me ye lawyer me tidwamu ye friend me lawyer Francis ye address ni ye FB solicitors suite E 3rd floor the clock house Barking IG 11 I for India J for golf 11 8 E for echo and a Q for Quebec postcode Nibium I for India, J for golf, 11, 8, E for echo, and a J for golf. Yo, my mobile number is 0794 677 2439. Number Nibium 0794 677 2439. Yo, Hana mrebe my kwan na yede ye program no aba ebiye. Yo, etna yebesa arrange ebiom na yasa behia Ankonat, magifine etna yebesa to aso. Yo, higher Santa Radio. Ankonat, yeda say nanso waso ye mu FB solicitors. Yede ye legal digest no aba